Hi, we will be talking about the following things, but the main intention is that we will be talking about delta tables in depth. For that, we'll take a case study and we will first do the dataset description. And the dataset is about cricket test matches. Then we'll go into creation of a delta table, and then we go into operations of a delta table, which is an insert and update. We look at the delta log and the versioning, and then we look at time travel. Let's look at the data set. So the data set is about the cricket test matches. I will provide the link of the data from where I have downloaded, but essentially it consists of two parts: info data and the balls data. The balls data is the data of all the deliveries. It has got 16 fields. We can catch a glimpse of the fields that are there. It has a field, the first field, which is always a ball, then innings, delivery number, batting team, batter, non striker, bowler, batter rounds, total extras, extras wides, extras no balls, extras buys, extras leg buys, extras penalty runs, dismissal method, and dismiss players. So let's look at the data in depth. So this is one of the test matches, the 1278674.csv. Each test match is in one file. So here we have the info which tells us about who is playing India New Zealand. This is a New Zealand tour of India. The match number is 1. The venue is Green Park, Kanpur, and all the players who are playing and all of it is there. And then comes the ball data, which is you are seeing it down here. It has got till the last delivery, which is the fourth innings, which is there, and it ended in a draw. So you can see all these things down here. So let's jump in of how we can really create a table out of this. So for that, what we will do is that we'll do a create table .py, and essentially it starts off with very simple things. Create a Spark session. You have the destination ballpark data, which is where I will create the table. The table which we'll create is the TBL silver male test matches, and then we create the table. You see, it is having a similar ANSI SQL syntax: create table, the table name and the fields with the constraints, and then using delta location and the delta path, ball path delta. So we have run this command, and what we have done is that you will find in the cricket tables, this is a TBL silver male test matches is there. Next, what we will do is that we will try to upsert into the data. So, so this one, I'll just insert a single table, which is, let's go to the actual Linux machine. This is the single match.py. And so how does it happen? Is that here what we are doing is that we're creating the Spark session. We set the log level to error because sometimes the information and the warnings come and we don't want to clutter our output with that. So we set the log level to error. The source path is this. We split it so that we can get the match number, which is this, and then the destination ball path delta, that is the TBL silver test matches. And then what we do is that we read the file, and then we extract only those rows because there are info rows as well as the ball rows. So that's why we are filtering it and we are getting only the ball rows. And then what happens is that we want to split all of it into the 16 columns out here. So from 0 to 15, 16 columns, and this is how we are splitting it with, because it is comma separated, we are splitting it and we are getting this data frame. On top of the data frame, what we are doing is that we are dropping the value which is having all the fields in one column, but we have got the 15 fields, and then we add this next field with the match number with column. Next, what we are doing is that we are creating the delta table, and then what we are doing is that we are merging the data, and here what we are merging is that we are putting in the what we are doing here is that we are matching the data set here the with a key with the criteria, and you've got this match number, delivery number, and innings. And when this is all done, then what we are doing is we are setting the fields here together, and then when it is not matching, then it is an insert. Now, after that, what we are doing is that we are creating a view with the mail matches delta, in which we are reading the file with the format of delta, and we are creating this view which is the mail matches delta. Then we are using Spark SQL in Python to get the first 5 rows, and then we are selecting the rows with the batter ms Atapattu. You can see it here how we are doing it. No, actually we are doing it with the match number. We are not using it with the batter. And then we are selecting the number of rows in the mail matches delta. So this is what, so we can run this command. So what we will do is that we have got one instructions .md which helps us to do that. And this is the file. So let's go ahead and run it. I'm in the table, so I have to do a cd dot dot. I have to go to the code, ls, clear. So this is a single match.py. So while it is running, what we will do is that we will explain of how the logging is maintained. Let it run, and it will take some time to run. So while it is running, we'll go back and see about the log. So here what is happening is that in the tables, what happens is that there is a delta log, and in the delta log you will see these JSON files. These files store the transactions. So the first file only has a create table. The second has the one where there is a merge operation, and the third also has a merge operation. So why is there a merge? Because of the UPSERT, there is the merge operation there. So these are the JSON files. So for every transaction, there is all of these are the JSON files which are created. So it is still running. So if you want to go ahead and discover more of what goes on here, you see why is the merge coming in? Because here what is happening, this merge command is being fired. So this is a criteria. When this criteria matches, then it's an update, otherwise it is an insert. So that's why the merge things are coming. See, the number 6 JSON has come, and most likely we have completed. Yes, we have completed, and the number of rows is 501, 5031, and you see all these other rows that have come up here. So that is about, and we discussed about the delta log also here. So this is the delta log which is coming in, and it is in this folder. We will see now a very interesting thing, that how this helps us in doing the version history. So we did write a script on time travel. So here what is happening, it's the usual thing that we do. Here what we are doing is that we are creating the session. And then what we are doing is that we are counting the rows in the version 0. So this is version as of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do a 5 also, and I can do a 6 also. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll run this command, so as to get the counts for each of the versions. So this is called time travel, and the command that we will run is in the instructions. So what it does is that it goes and reads the JSON files, and therefore it is able to do the time travel very easily. The count version 0 is the first create table, and most likely what we'll see is that the count of the rows is 0, and from then on we have inserted the rows. At times we have passed the same file more than once, and that's why you will not see some rows getting increased for each and every version. So let it run. So that is 0, the count version 1. It will take some time, 2611. So that's increased because what has happened is that I have inserted some rows by including a new file. In version 2, what has happened is that I have put the same file, and that's why the number of rows has not increased. Version 3, I've introduced a new file, so instead of updating, it has appended. Version 4, also the same thing. Here also the same file is there, and therefore it is 5031, and the version 6 is 5031 again. So what we have done is a brief recap is that we have gone and read the versions using this command, that is here, which are the version as of thing. So this is what is this time travel that we are having. Hope you like this session on delta lakes, delta table, delta lake, where we went into a little bit deeper on how to create a delta table. We inserted as well as updated the data in the delta table with the cricket test matches data. Then we looked into how the delta log is structured in the file, and you can see it in your file system, that how it is done. And next what we did is that we could do time travel, and we could do the version, we could read the different versions of the same delta table. Hope you liked it. Thank you. Bye.